Well, now a lot of it's just over. Now it's just time for the popcorn. Cash bail is gone now in all of Illinois, and from what I just saw, cash bail is no longer a thing in the city of Los Angeles. I'm wondering if it's actually like the city and county. I don't think cash bail is gone for all of California, but I think it's gone for LA. So now it's time for popcorn. Now we get to watch all of Illinois become just unbelievably violent and terrible, and we get to watch the killing fields of LA just light up. Hooty hoo. And it's gonna be something else to see. Because without cash bail, people like Tariq Nasheed and all that, all these pro-blacks, they don't fucking matter now. What are they gonna matter? It's gonna be obvious what's going on. It's gonna be so clear. And then, oh my God, watching all these guys just fucking kill each other, that they go to base, fundamentally. They go to the police station, and then once again it's on. And they go trudging out of the police station, not having to pay bail, so that they could be like, oh, the police done took my gat. And then they go and they get another weapon, and then they kill the guy who they didn't just kill because they don't have cash bail. So they are it's going to be GTA. It is actually going to be figuratively and literally like GTA. And this is going to be amazing. This is going to be amazing. For those of you like watching Blackistan go fucking down in burning flames, along with the theories of Marxists and white liberals just dying in the streets, this is going to be magnificent. Oh my God. The thing I was thinking about with the pro-blacks is everything they're about is just being a really, really defiant victim. None of it's about like, well, jazz was some of the most complicated musical, jazz has some of the most complicated musical compositions in the Western world. There was a time when everyone was held to such a level of excellence that when people got together to form a band, Americans made some of the most complicated music humans ever made. That was America. And that people like my grandfather, a farm boy from Indiana, would go to the most underground jazz clubs he could find so that he could hear the real dope, Jack. That's how awesome we are as a country. That's like the influence. That is multiculturalism. My grandfather couldn't play the trombone well enough to have a jazz band. He tried. Of course he tried. Who wouldn't want to be able to play a trombone and play jazz music? That's the happening thing, man. That's the happening sound. Ska, reggae, soul, funk. I mean, there's nights where it was just funk music jamming, and nobody there but white people. And so it's this idea like, oh, black people had everything stolen and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, no, it's that it was so good, everybody wanted to do it too. Like the language of English. It's just like, just player appreciate. Don't be a victim and player hate. Like, oh, I'm so victimized, so I just be hating everybody. And it's just like, man, this is so old. And so now for a lot of the pro-blacks, it's not going to matter. Because there's just going to be so much death and destruction. And New York's over. now the Democrats are going to they're coming up with a whole new bunch of fucking schemes to cause problems. And something about a whole new department of anti-gun violence. A department of anti-gun violence. Come on now. Bullshit like trying to come up with like some kind of illegal immigrant village or something in Texas. So they could cause Texas, they could just basically make Texas burn money, on this, on that which they don't want, which shouldn't be here, which shouldn't be an issue, but it is an issue because of the white liberals. And so now it's, and that, these people are just going to, see, Tariq Nasheed isn't even dealing with the fact that the Democratic Party is openly replacing black people. Like, he's not even dealing with that. He's not even like saying, because of anyone, he's the kind of guy who would bring that up. Because Tariq Nasheed's not really actually very fond of anybody but black people. Hence why you never hear him say anything in Spanish. Because he can't speak it, like most pro-blacks, he can't speak Spanish, which is really odd, being like something like 50 to 60% of people who are of African descent in the Americas are Spanish speakers. But something crazy like that. And so I was just thinking, like, they don't take pride. They don't listen to cumbia and son, because to them that's not their music. That's not, they don't see that as like kind of our thing, they don't view it that way. Yeah. But really, I just was thinking, once I saw the cash bail thing, and that even 50 Cent was like, no, LA's done. Now that you're not going to have cash bail, LA's done. And it's like in a place that I don't know if New York has already done that. I mean, like, because that's all it would be. Just people just constantly just licking shots at each other every fucking chance they get. And they go to the police department. All they got to do is put their hands up. They go to the police department. All right, peace. And once again, it's on. Shit, once again, it's on. Over and over and over again. It'll just be like a video game until, they get killed in the street. Or the police, like, happen to shoot them, and then, everybody gets to riot. Great. Good. What an oppressed people.